Greetings.
Skeletor!
Now what, Whiplash?
I've got something interesting to tell you.
I don't care, Whiplash. I'm not interested in interesting things. I haven't got time for your nonsense, and I'm perfectly happy to forego a whimsical intro if it means that I can get on with the show, get off this stupid sofa, and go about my day.
But Skeletor, that would disappoint the viewers.
I don't care about the viewers, Whiplash. I only care about myself. And Panther.
Are you still in a bad mood because Chuck Norris beat the shit out of you last week?
No.
I'm just going to take my position then.
What's a good idea? Okay. Greetings, I suppose, begrudgingly. I am Skeletor, and this, you lucky people, is SkeleTalk, the series where I respond to your inane waffle. I would encourage you to shh. It's the internet's best kept secret. Welcome to the show. So, we start strong with this freshly unearthed gem from the creatively industrious Mimi Rogers, who asks, "What is favourite horror movie?" Amazing. For those of you unfamiliar with Mimi, she only has 6 questions available to her and will presumably continue to cycle through them indefinitely. All right. My favourite horror movie is still The Witch, although there are many, many others that I very much enjoy. Whiplash, I need to have someone killed. Remind me after the show.
Yes, Skeletor.
Stephen Gray would like to know which of my hideous abominations I send to the door to scare the crap out of unwanted trick-or-treaters. Well, on Halloween night, my minions and I generally go trick-or-treating ourselves, so we are out all evening. However, Panther does not join us because he doesn't like candy or people. Instead, I leave him chained outside the main visitor's entrance to Snake Mountain, next to a large barrel full of Snickers and small items of SkeleTalk merchandise. Panther will allow brave children to approach, and when they reach for the treats, he will bite them. This is all recorded on a Ring doorbell, so that when we return, we can all sit and watch the video whilst eating candy and laughing at the bitten children. As a side note, if you'd like to see our previous Halloween specials, there are links in the description. Thank you, Stephen. Now for another Stephen. This time, it's General Stephen Jones of the Expansion Division, who asks, "Who would you like to see destroyed, and how?" Well, I have to be very careful what I say here, or I could be accused of inciting violence against a specific individual. And I can suggest that the person I have in mind may or may not look exactly like this, and I may or may not enjoy seeing them hit in the eye with an aircraft carrier and then shot up the bottom with an elephant gun. This answer is intended for comedic purposes only. Characters portrayed are fictitious, and any similarity to persons living or dead is purely coincidental. Oh, and Michael McIntyre. Same method. Thompson Hereford Farm asks, "Which of your evil warriors handle which production duties to make this show a success?" Well, all aspects of the show are the responsibility of Whiplash, from camera operation, auto cue and graphics, to lighting, sound, and editing. He is incredibly overworked. A few months ago, when he almost but not actually died, I had to rely on the assistance of several other minions, all of whom were incompetent, and one of whom I was forced to set on fire. This storyline began in episode 93, and I encourage you to check it out. Thanks for the question. Sorry we missed it last week. Daniel Herrin provides thumbnail opportunities by asking, "Who would you rather know in a biblical manner? Ava Green in 300 Rise of an Empire? Ava Green in Dark Shadows? Ava Green in Dreamers? Or Sydney Sweeney in a Wendy's bathroom?" Oh, that's a difficult one. I mean, Ava Green would be my preference because she looks a bit like Evil Lynn, but I can't decide between Artemisia and Angelique. I guess I will have to toss for it. Toss.
That means wank, Skeletor.
Thanks, Daniel. The Wire asks, when you become Master of the Universe, what changes will you make on your first day in office? A good question. First, I would get a new office chair, an expensive one. And then I would replace all the pens and pencils with left-handed ones. I would put the stapler and hole punch in a desk drawer to reduce clutter, and place a fishbowl full of candy out for visitors.
Skeletor!
What? Spirit of Whiplash!
I think he means the first day in the position, not the first day in the actual office.
I know, dickhead. The answers are one and the same. How am I supposed to draft new policies if all the pencils are the wrong way round? Get out of my sight.
Yes, Skeletor.
Thank you for the question, which I answered properly. Weapon Zero asks, how would you deal being without a phone? I couldn't be without my phone. It is very important that I can be reached at all times to receive essential information. Thanks for the for fuck's sake. It's a private number. Hello?
Dickhead.
Thank you for letting me know that important thing. Beep. Okay, Paul Wilson writes, you're in the middle position of a human centipede. Which celebrities are in front, behind, and what would you eat beforehand? Good question. In front, Jennifer Lawrence. Behind, Michael McIntyre. Oh, he's having a bad day. I would eat 4 bananas, a big bag of mixed nuts, and some hair. Thanks, Paul. Andrew asks, is it true that your hips don't lie? And have you penned any other hits for international songstress Shakira? Yes, I'm happy to confirm that I have incredibly truthful hips, and that I have indeed written several hit songs for Shakira, including La La La, Underneath Your Clothes, Waka Waka, Don't Bother, and the chorus to She-Wolf. We have also recorded an as-yet unreleased cover of Black Sabbath's Sweet Leaf. Thanks, Andrew. Jason Raphael Murdoch writes, you find a naked beast man in Evil Lynn's bedroom. Do you A. blast him through the wall with havoc magic, B. dump petrol on him and then throw a lit match, C. shove him in a box full of angry fire ants, or D. force him to watch videos on Twitter, Instagram and TikTok? Well, I would do none of these. I would, however, point and laugh as Evil Lynn did all of these things in the order you have presented. Jason also has this request. Whiplash, take a screenshot and send it to Monkey Boy.
Yes, Skeletor.
Okay, hold on. Monkey Boy! Monkey Boy!
What do you want, Skeletor?
Check your WhatsApp messages. Wait for it. Wait for it.
Fuck off, Skeletor!
Thanks, Jason. Alex James asks, did you travel to Endor to hunt Ewoks, and were you successful in capturing one and having it stuffed? Oh, yes! We spent a week there for Christmas of 1983. The Ewoks were easy to hunt, as the idiots kept giving their positions away with massive fires. My minions and I were able to slaughter about 24 of them, half of which we ate during the week. The rest of them we kicked around the forest until they became stiff. And yes, I have one stuffed and mounted in a life-size diorama based on the cover of Beverly Hills Cop. Thanks, Alex. Finally this week, Weird Human Ben Stutley reveals the question I answered during last week's episode. I will now present that question and reply with the answer to next week's question, which Ben has not yet submitted. Please try to keep up with this concept. I like it and it's happening. So, Ben asks, the wild livestock in my back garden small holding are holding up production for my rustic sandwich stall at the farmer's market by dying a bit over often. Are the pellets I offer the issue? Yes, quite possibly. If you upholster your friends using corduroy, they will be much more hard-wearing. Use leather patches to reinforce the knees, elbows, arse, and ears. And if your friends are of similar size and shape to one another, use different coloured corduroy for each one to aid identification. If any of them complain of respiratory difficulties or that they are feeling uncomfortably hot, remind them that they have been upholstered with corduroy. Thanks, Ben. I look forward to your question about this next week. Okay, that brings us to the arse end of the episode. Thanks for watching. If you made it this far, well done. You may claim a chocolate-covered peanut or raisin. Collection only. Before I go, I'd like to point out that last week's episode, featuring my encounter with Chuck Norris, was fucking excellent, and I am extremely disappointed with the amount of views it has received. Perhaps you could help me. If you haven't seen it, I encourage you to follow the link in the description. And if you have seen it, please watch it again and share it on your socials. Otherwise, I've had the shit kicked out of me for nothing. And don't forget to leave me some very, very peculiar questions for next week. Single questions preferred, but two-part questions are accepted. If you send 3 questions or a fucking great big long paragraph, I'm probably going to shout at you. Thanks again for all your support. I hope your Halloween was terrifying, and until next time, get out of my sight before I beat you!